guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today, and thank you for tuning in. If you are new to There Is Still Hope, I am Dalenga, and this is of course There Is Still Hope. In life, we are responsible for the life that we live, and we are also responsible for every good thing that we would want from life. And if we go around thinking that somebody else owes us that good life, we may end up living an unfulfilled life. This is what we are talking about today, and the topic is no one owes you anything. Stay tuned. Well, Anna, I want us to actually differentiate or look at the different attributes between those who believe that the world owes them something and those who believe that, well, I owe everything to myself. So if I want to be successful, it's all up to me. I need to work hard. So we will start off with the group that believes that someone else owes them something. What are the characteristics?
Okay, like we have touched on a little bit earlier, we're saying a person who believes that the world owes them something is usually unfulfilled because no one else can really fulfill all your needs and all your wants. They are usually bitter because they hang onto an expectation that others should live up to. They are usually hateful. They hate others for not giving them what they feel they are entitled to. They are lazy in most cases because they don't feel they should work for anything. They believe somebody else should just deliver all that which they deserve. And unsatisfied. And at the end of the day, all these attributes just lead to a miserable life. And an unhappy life, a life with no joy. When you are fulfilled is when you take joy in things that you have. And moving on to the attribute of the opposite of those that believe, people that have a mindset that nobody owes me anything and I owe myself everything that I want in life. These people are usually hardworking. They set goals and they work toward such goals. They're grateful. Anything they receive, because they don't look at it as a right, as an entitlement, but a privilege. They are grateful. They are grateful for their friend. They are grateful for their family. They are grateful for their church. They are grateful for the community around them because they know they are not entitled, but it's a privilege to be within such a setup. They are usually content because when you set your own goal, you set your own criteria, and therefore you have no one to disappoint but yourself. Therefore you are always content because you know you have done your best to be where you are today. They are usually hopeful people because they know where I am today. It's not where I'll be tomorrow. This is today, and I'm content with today, but I'm working hard to advance myself, to be somewhere, to be where I want to be tomorrow. And I think in overall, the moment you have a mindset that nobody owes you anything, you tend to be a very appreciative person. And most of all, people that believe nobody owes them anything, they are usually givers. They are grateful for the privilege to have the thing they have, and therefore they share. You can only share if you really understand that what I have and the other person do not have, I'm sharing. You're not sharing because the other person is entitled to it, but you're sharing because you're appreciative of being in a position where you can give and you can share with the other person. You love unconditionally. You give with no expectation. So these people are usually really loving because they appreciate everything in life. Happiness leads to all these things. You can only give what you have. If you are hateful because you feel somebody owes you something, you cannot love. But the moment you are just living a grateful life that you have everything, you can love because your heart is open to love.
Well, Anna, I must say that you have honestly done justice to this topic, and once again, thank you for joining me.
Sure.
Well, before I let you go, Your final words.
Thank you so much. On closing, first of all, nobody owes you anything. If you have to write this down on a piece of paper, stick it on the mirror somewhere, and just remind yourself every day that nobody owes you anything. Secondly, you owe yourself all the things that you want in life, and therefore you need to work hard for it. Set goals, work toward your goals, be hopeful that tomorrow will be better than today. Love unconditionally, give without expectation. And therefore, if we live with this mindset that nobody owes us anything, we'll be grateful people, we'll live appreciating everything that we have, we'll share the little that we have, because we know that the good and perfect gifts come from God, and therefore we share them with those that are around us. And also, if we all do our little bit, if we all do our part in thinking that nobody owes, if we do our part, if each and every one of us do our part, the world will be such a better place.
Please understand, no one owes you anything. You owe everything good to yourself. Work hard, have a grateful heart. Whatever you are doing good to another person, understand that they don't owe it back to you. If it comes back, glory be to God. And if it doesn't come back, well, it didn't come back. That way you will live a fulfilled life, you will live a happy life, because you are living without putting expectations on people. You are doing it out of a good heart. That's who you are, and you take fulfillment in that. But that doesn't mean the other person have the same heart that you have. They might be good in another area, but not in that one. We have come at the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for availing your time. This might be your first time, but it's definitely not your last time.
Thank you so much for having me, Ndalenga. It was nice to have this discussion with you.
This is the end of this episode, and if this is your first time and you are not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe and become part of the family. Thank you for watching, and thank you for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Ndalenga.
And I'm Anna.
It's a bye-bye from us.